sunshine. There goes the bus. Oh well. It's 8 o'clock. It's not like I have to go to school or anything. Ooh. Beautiful sunshine in Queensland. Good morning. I should say good morning Vietnam. My family's off to Vietnam, and reminds me of Robin Williams. I slept with a painting of him on my bedroom wall for over 10 years, and it was my partner Jeffrey Norman Hale's, DJ Rip Van Hippie's friend. He painted a portrait of him on stage. That fellow died. So anyway, good morning. And today I'm going to do a little bit of Ibiza sunset music. And I like, this is actually my favourite type of music to play in Southeast Asia parties. So you can hear a little bit in the background. This is the flip side to the psychedelic trance scene. We all have to calm down, you know. We all have to calm down. We can't be dancing crazy all the time. So there's one psychedelic trance DJ, Sid Shanti, who came and stayed with us in the 1990s. The reason why I love talking about him today is because he diversifies his talent, which is something my mother would always say. You know, you people, you just dance, play music. I mean, you got to do something different. You can't have tunnel vision. Anyway, so he put out a book called Glorious Ibiza Food and Music by Sid Shanti. So you can look at that on Amazon. He's, I don't know, he played at Azora and Xena Festival, I believe, the last week. So he's still having fun out there. You know, 28 years since we've had him stay with us. So this little book's quite fabulous. Anyway, who was he cooked? He's been a chef. You know, he's cooked for people, and he even had his own restaurant, 2004 to 2007. He owned a restaurant in Ibiza called Al Faro, and he cooked. He cooked for Jamie Oliver, Bruce Parry, Puff Diddy, oh he's in prison now, Thandie Newton, oh that's a little Hollywood scene, Thandie Newton, Oliver Parker, actors, and Jamie Oliver, that would be hard because he's a cook himself, you know, and Sister Sledge, beautiful electronic dance music person, and he was the private chef for Pete Tong. When everything's going wrong in the world, you just go, it's going all Pete Tong, which kind of is the opposite because he's quite fabulous, isn't he? British electronic music scene. Anyway, there he is in the field. Lovely little photo in Ibiza Spotlight, an old little article, but 290 pages. Of beautiful cookbooks and I guess music selection to go with it. Anyway, have a little look on Amazon, shall you? So what we're going to do now is read some poetry, shouldn't we? Because that's what we're here for. So whilst I flick through, enjoy this little song called Daughter by Fortet. There's another little vocal on that, isn't there? Beautiful little vocal. So at the moment, I'm premeditating, organising, orchestrating, whatever the words you want to use. I'm just doing I'm going to be reading full poem videos today. I'm not going to be doing the sample edits, so I'm going to probably do 10, and then that's it for the quarter of the year. And so I haven't done very much performance the last 3 months because I had a stalker, and it's gone overboard and super aggressive, and gunshots fired in my apartment block, verbal abuse, all through the night, stalking through the day when I catch the suburban limousine out the front into Cairns, and then I get into Cairns and I go to my favourite casino and I spend a few hours there, having a white wine spritzer and either playing roulette or the adult computer games, you call them reverse ATMs, and trying to film my Miss Lots a Lot YouTube channel, so hopefully one day I'll get to Vegas and I'll be able to play with the Vegas TV stars. Anyway, but it's my stalker is interrupting my everyday moment, from phone tapping to email hacking, Facebook, torture. So it's like they think they're getting on top of me, and it's come to the end of my life, and they have the right to kill me apparently. Anyway, whatever, I just ignore it and carry on. So I have an idea, I spent so much time doing poetry and music and things like this in the last 28, 30 years that, I really had a dream. Once I met that Turkish diplomat, I wanted to be a representative of the Australian government, but not the Australian I grew up with. I wanted to be an Aboriginal Torres Strait Island representative, and really nourish that aspect of Australia people overseas in the position of High Commissioner of Australia. So at the moment I'm on a mission to get the tent embassy flag. I don't know if anyone else agrees with me, but the 3 pole flags, the Aboriginal flag, the Torres Strait Island flag, and the Union Jack Star Southern Cross flag are all we have at the embassies all over the world. But I feel for the Indigenous Torres Strait Islands, Aboriginal communities, I think we need the tent embassy flag as well, just to push forward the energy, of what real Australia is. It's a black country and English is not its first language. So I just want to push that forward. Anyway, back to my little techno world. Let's start with a poem, shall we? And let's hope I can either find a producer or a singer, or I have to do it myself, do a vocal and do some techno. But at the moment I'm just having a little bit of trouble, technology trouble. So everything's a little bit delayed, you see. So what I'm going to do is read one of my new ones from 2026. It's called Painkiller. Painkiller. I walk into the bar. I think I've pushed myself too far. I look across the room. I stare into the distance. And you catch my eye. We lock gaze. It never ceases to amaze. Should I let you in and let you wear me like a second skin? Like skin, skin, skin. I let you take me over, over, over. The night goes on and I grow stronger, stronger, stronger. Don't tell your friend to wait any longer, longer, longer. Could this connection be any wronger, wronger, wronger? I swallow you like Panadol. You're my new favorite painkiller. Your antics are growing traction. Is this love or fatal attraction? Thank you. Second song for the day, Jump. I've got to catch my breath. I got too close to the edge. It's a real cliffhanger. Jump, jump, jump. Too close to the edge. You push me far. There's no way back. It's a cliffhanger. from my mind, not my heart, from the start. You played me like an electric guitar. I was plugged in to make you a star. Making noise they heard from afar. I got too close to the edge. Jump, jump, jump. I'm under the pump, pump, pump. Might end, with that one, I might leave I'm under the pump off, pressure. It's like a pressure cooker. Because my stepdad recited, started saying the words back to me, and I felt like a geek. Not a geek, I just felt like, oh, that sounds awkward. I think I might change that. Anyway, it's up to whoever chooses to indulge themselves. Be a singer of that. Okay. So what we'll do, as per usual, I'm scurrying around for a pen and I can't find it, so I'm just going to dog-ear my book translation. Fold the corner so I can remember what I've done here. Okay, so the next poem is Rise Up, and this is one of my favorites. It's inspired by a Christian pastor in Ogmapoon, which is the top end of Australia, right at the top, and it's an old Aboriginal mission. And come to think of it, it's Ranger Day today in Australia. So the Aboriginal Torres Strait Islander people, they have land rangers, they look after the land. It's quite a magical experience, no one can get in their way. And it's Ranger Day. So my favourite ranger is Frank. He's a dear old soul. He's about the same age as my ex-partner, Jeffrey Hale's DJ Rip Van Hippie, which just means he's almost 80 years old. So, and he was, he was moved from that land, the stolen generation, and, people came in to Australia and separated the families and took them over the other side of Australia to Perth, and then, come back, and his family home that his mum had, that's what he's living in now, and where he was born, in Ogmapoon. So, I don't know, it's quite an interesting story he told me, but I stayed in his house, and it just leads to the beach, and there's wild horses running around, there's a crocodile sunbaking on the beach, and there's a little wire fence in between my place where I'm sleeping and the beach, and so the crocodile, I don't know, could probably climb over, but anyway, we went fishing, we caught many fish, we didn't catch any turtle, but the turtles would come up and swim along the side of the boat when we were fishing. It was quite lovely. Anyway, so this is Rise Up. Rise up. The night is young, the stars are bright. I'm on a journey, I'm going to reach new heights. Through every hardship I will find a way. I won't give up, not today. I see a future full of endless dreams. I will break the chains, I'll burst the seams. I'll find the strength deep inside my soul and let it guide me, help me take control. Rise up, don't look down. Rise up, don't back down. With every step, I'll wear the crown. Believe in yourself, let your light shine. It's time to conquer. This moment is not just mine. Okay, now this one. Hollywood Dream. Hollywood Dream. This is the beginning. Now this isn't some people will be like, oh, she's digging, being a little bitch towards Lyndall, Georgina Hobbs, and Jeffrey Hales, and Lola and Nick and Al Pacino, and all that scene. I didn't, I had a second cousin who made it in Hollywood as an actor, and I was with their family in Melbourne at that time. So he was over in Hollywood, Cannes Film Festival. His name was Heath Ledger. So he was in the acting business, having a good time. But and I was studying, within the music community, film score work. I wanted to write music for film, and I did do that. So I achieved one of my Hollywood dream goals. But anyway, this is just all about love, you know. It's not directly about them. It's about somebody else trying to kill me. Anyway, here we are, Hollywood Dream. So, this is the beginning. Let me take you on a Hollywood ride. Give me all your glitter and give me all your glam. I will send you emails and you will call me spam. No third eye needed anymore. I'm chemically induced. And I'm killing you now, muse. Let me look around the crowded room. See that girl over there? Use and abuse her without a care. Through the dark, through the light, through the day and through the night. Who do I want? Who do I need? I'm not sharing. I'm all greed. This girl's creative soul is my news feed. It's so funny, isn't it? Okay, so that's good. That's good. Rightio. Now, next one, happy place. Now, as you all know, I slept on the street for about 360 days, about that. I used to try and... I lost my passport and I didn't know anyone in a part of Australia and I couldn't get out, didn't have any money, couldn't go anywhere, right? Because everything was stolen. And it was very hard to prove my identity because the Victorian police had a cover for me since 1995. So it was very hard in Queensland to prove who I was. Anyway, I got a little bit stuck. And I didn't mind. It was another experience to ride, you know, theft, human trafficking, you know, drama after drama. Hotels, you know, there was actually a cyclone as well at that time, and everybody was evacuated and put into safe houses and, you know, places, and they couldn't put me in a safe house. I just had to fend for myself, and I sat in this restaurant that had been closed and had a beautiful big canopy and a big oak table. And it was facing the marina, and I could just watch the storm and, you know, watch cans almost flood. So anyway, the police had come walking past, and they're going, "You got a good spot?" And I go, "Yes, I know." So I stayed there for about 3 weeks, almost, yeah. You know, and the Christian church people would have some food, you know, and things like that, but I couldn't go in and stay, and sometimes I couldn't even get the food because I didn't have any identity. So I had some homeless people trying to help me. Anyway, so whilst I was on the street, I was writing a lot of poems, you know, and Take Me to Your Happy Place. This is when I met Aboriginal Torres Strait Islander American Indian fellow, and he slept on the street with me. How cute, huh? He was... because of my American Australian family, they were very good friends with pop music stars and Hollywood music, you know, Hollywood stars over there and in England and America and Australia. So when I met him, he told me he was a former bodyguard of Madonna, which is my favorite American pop star, and is a family friend of my ex-partner, Jeffrey Hales and Linda Georgina Hobbs, over in America since the beginning of her career, in the 80s, early 80s. So, you know, it was kind of cool. So he came and looked after me, and I would stay occasionally at his family home. And anyway, I wrote, "Take me to your happy place." So here we are. Take me to your happy place. I want to know what it's like to escape the rat race. He was born on Thursday Island. He has 13 brothers and sisters. And in 2025, his brother-in-law, like the brother to the woman he had most of his children to, it was actually the fastest woman runner in Australia, and she didn't go to the Olympics because she fell pregnant with their twins. And then Kathy Freeman took the place. So anyway, her brother died last year at the Yarrabah Aboriginal Mission, just down the road here in Queensland, and I'm very sad about that. Anyway, so continuing on. Take me to your happy place. I want to know what it's like to escape the rat race. Peaceful mind, let's slow down. Let me find you in your happy place. Upside down, inside out, I don't care what I find. I found we're one. Your heart is kind, your eyes wide open. No corruption on my line. It's all love. It's all I hear. This is on Amazon Music under Renee, Divatronic and the Faux Stars. And my other project, Miss Renee, is available on Beatport, Spotify, with Rip Van Hippie, with Harmonics, and then I created a record label with the help of Ollie Olsen, the founder of Harmonics Records in Melbourne, Australia. He died 2024. So, you know, all of this is available in music form. So now I read to you, the grass is greener. Grass is greener. Plant the seed, everybody knows. The grass is greener, the sky is bluer, the people are nicer on the other side. The food is nicer, the drinks are sweeter, the people are freer on the other side. I spoke to the judge, I spoke to the audience. I spoke to the justice of the peace, I did. And they all agree. There is no push to shove, the power is from above. No one will hide on the other side. There's no two left feet, no one will skip a beat. The grass is greener on the other side. Next poem will be Ulysses. Here in Queensland we have these beautiful butterflies, beautiful blue aqua butterflies with little black tipped wings. But in Melbourne, a Ulysses is a sampler in a music studio, really top quality. I've been using them since the 90s. Anyway, this little poem here. Butterflies in my body, eyes so blue, Ulysses blue. The dark, dark like the Black Sea, dark like the night I can't see. Follow me, do what I do, say what I say. There's nowhere else I would rather be than here with you, we are free. Blue eyes, black sea, don't forget about me. We are like butterflies, too beautiful to hear the lies from the spies that are swimming in a sea of sound. We must stand our ground. Ships in the night. This is what my mother called my boyfriends. I don't think the two really good ones they had, which changed the world and changed Australian music history. You know, Frank did some beautiful events. Frank Venuto did beautiful events, and changed the public perception of music, of electronic dance music. And you know, Jeffrey Hales was connected. Rip Van Hippie was connected to more top 10 charted songs in pop music from the 1960s to 2000s, you know, than anyone. So you can't walk through a supermarket these days without one of his songs on the radio. And Powderfinger, he worked in the studio with Powderfinger. Bernard Fanning, he's from Brisbane, he's down in Queensland, down the other state of Queensland. Powderfinger became Australia's top band years ago when they first came out. Anyway, so ships passing in the night. Like two ships passing in the night, we only have one light. My love is always out of sight. The sun rises, I have no questions, only answers. Don't run too fast, the race is long, you will never last. Like two ships passing in the night, my love is out of sight. I don't win, I don't lose. It's not brave, and I don't live in fright. Like two ships passing in the night, I'm aware you are there. Your thoughts I keep close, yet no room to have, not to hold, no room to hold me tight. Now this one's called Stronger. The days grow longer, my heart grows stronger. You are all I need, my true love when push comes to shove. There is no other love The moon and the stars is only cover we need. You and I are together forever. Never say never. Your wish is my command. I will always take a stand. You and I are together forever. Never say never. I did another version of that called Gravity, and it's a bit different. But I like the original. This is my original version. Alright, one more. And, well, I've got two more, but I just need to have a little break. I'm getting a bit of a technological headache. So, okay, this one is called Technical Headache Healer. Textual relationship. It's 3 in the morning. You're at the club again. You've got your fingers on my digits. I've got to start again. I love this song I wrote. I wrote this 20 years ago. So, in my home studio, in the imaginary studios, Rip Van Hippie home. So, yeah, I did this, and I really loved it. You know, I used to wake up in the middle of the night and just write. So I used to have these brain light bulb moments go off, and I just write and write and write. So, yeah. So anyway, textual relationship. It's 3 in the morning. You're at the club again. You got your fingers on my digits and your brain is playing with you. You send me a private message from your telephone to ask me if I'm home alone. My heart wants to respond, but my head said no. You used to be my lover and I can't let go. You're evil, in the true sense. No pretense. Textual relationship has got me again. 5 words from you and I'm undone. There's something about you that I can't deny. In the middle of the night, it just seems so right. I can't let go. You're evil in the true sense. No pretense. Textual relationship has got me again. 5 words from you and I'm undone. There is something about you that I can't deny. In the middle of the night, it just seems so right. I can't let go. Textual relationship. I can't switch off. I can't switch off. I can't switch off. I can't. I just can't. Right, that's enough for now, and I'll come back. And thank you so much for joining me at the Avant Garde Electronic Music Society in Queensland. My name's Renee Divatronic, also called Miss Renee. And I hope you have a little Google of that book my friend put together. A British DJ who loves a bit of food and a bit of music. Alright then, thank you so much, and I'll be back in a little while. Thank you.